In this video, we're going to be looking at angles in a polygon. Okay, so we've got some ground rules we need to look at first. On the diagram on the left, we've got internal angles, or you can call them interior angles. And the diagram on the right, we've got external angles, or you can call them exterior angles. Now, there is a link between the two, and we're going to have a look at that in a moment. Okay, so let's first look at external angles. Now, the rule for external angles is really straightforward. They always add up to 360. It does not matter how many sides your polygon has. The external angles will always sum to 360. Since we know the external angles or exterior angles always add up to 360, if we're looking at a regular polygon, and what do I mean by regular polygon? Regular polygon is a polygon where all the sides are the same length, which means every exterior angle is the same and every interior angle is also the same. So if we know in a regular polygon that all the exterior angles sum to 360, we can easily work out one of them just by doing 360 divided by how many sides we have, because they all ought to be the same. So here I've got a 6-sided shape, a hexagon. So I'm just going to do 360 divided by 6, and that gives me 60. So each of my angles is 60. So you can see on my diagram, every single angle is 60. And if you had an 8-sided shape, you'd run 360 divided by 8. If you had a 10-sided shape, you do 360 divided by 10 to work out each individual external angle. Now looking on the left, we've got internal angles. For internal angles, we're going to look at a formula. And this formula tells you the sum of all of the internal angles. So here's our formula, n minus 2 multiplied by 180. And that gives you the sum of all of the internal angles. So what you'll do is you do your number of sides, and here we've got 5 sides. So 5 minus 2, which is 3, and multiply that to 180. 3 times 180 is 540. Now if you're looking to work out individual interior angle, you could just take your 540 and divide it by 5. But there's a much easier way to do it. So if we do our 540 divided by 5, we get the single interior angle, which is 108. Now, there is a much easier way to get the single interior angle, and I want to show you that next. So in this question, we want to work out the single interior angle of this 8-sided polygon, otherwise known as an octagon. Earlier I did show one way of doing it, and that was to find the sum of the internal angles using the formula n minus 2 times 180 and divide it by how many sides you got, and in this case it would be 8. But I did say I was going to show you a much easier way to do it. So let's have a look. So what I'm going to do is work out one of the exterior angles. Now remember, the exterior angles always add up to 360. And if we've got a regular polygon, we can just divide it by how many sides we've got. So here, we'll do 360 divided by 8 to get one of the exteriors. And as soon as I place on the 45 degrees, which I worked out, you'll probably know what I'm going to do next. Now I'll give you a moment to guess what I'm going to do next. Now notice the x and the 45 I drew lies on a straight line. And remember, angles in a straight line always add up to 180. So I just need to do one more step to work out x. So I'll just do 180 minus 45 to find out that remaining angle x. Now that's a much easier way to work out a single interior angle. You could always do the sum of the interior angles using the formula and then divide that by how many sides you've got, of course. However, if it's a non-calculated paper, that might be a little bit tricky, and this method will be much quicker and easier. I hope you found that video useful. Support us by liking, subscribing, and share this with your friends. And if you still got some more questions on anything, drop a post on our forum at examqa.com where you'll find your questions answered.